and you're watching 2K TV.
Happy holidays and welcome to 2K TV. We've extended this week's episode to bring you more tips, interviews, and rewards with interactives. So in the giving spirit, let's start there with some 2K TV.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was a stirring performance of our national anthem. With that concluded, we'll be right back in just a moment.
Legendary. You win the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you do competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. Yeah. They gon' know me as legendary. You win the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. I'm legendary.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. And on tap tonight, it's the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Brooklyn Nets. With Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two-time MVP, Candace Parker. Hey there, Candace.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me today.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for James Harden.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, we've got Patrick Mills. DeAndre Bembry is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Ivica Zubac's out there with Serge Ibaka. Candace is someone who has played for a Los Angeles team. What do you think it's like for the Clippers now, playing away from their home these last few years?
Well, when you win and you advance in the playoffs, slowly but surely people get on that bandwagon bus. So you're going to see more and more LA Clippers fans on the road.
Now here's Harden.
Wow. Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
And here's George. Pass to Zubac. Ibaka down low. He's guarded by Mills.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside Harden. Durant with it. Into the lane. And Durant with the big finish.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Zubac passes to George. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Lets it go from 11. And he knocks the jumper down.
Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge with the slam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's George. A real weapon on offense. Averaging around 24.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
The Nets have gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. To the wing on the left. To the middle. Kicks it out to Aldridge. Pass to Mills. Sinks the tray.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners. George with it.
here in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Zubac, and he drains the turnaround, Jay. All right, Candace, you look at James Harden. He's shown he can carry the load for a team. But now in Brooklyn, he doesn't necessarily need to do that every night.
Well, we've seen how important James Harden's role is. Yes, he can go out and get you 40 on a nightly basis. He can go out and get you 40, 20, and 20. Easy. But for Brooklyn to win, he's the one that controls the tempo of the game, passes up good shots to get great shots. And they really missed him last year in the playoffs.
Basically became their point guard. Now here's Ibaka. In his last outing, 10 points for him. The Nets have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Outside Harden. Outside Mills. Back to Harden. Here's the three. And the Nets, another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Clippers trail. Now Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Second shot opportunity. The Clippers grab the miss. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Yeah, their offense is really humming right now. They just can't miss.
And Brooklyn has possession. 3-point lead. This game against Los Angeles here. The Clippers.
They won both of their meetings last season. You'd love to pull that off against another powerhouse.
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. Both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Here's Jackson. The Nets making their last shot. George drives in. Basket's good. George has got his second basket of the night. And Candace, we've seen a lot of rules changed in basketball recently. What do you think's made the most difference?
I think the biggest difference, especially within the NBA and the WNBA, is the defensive 3 seconds. You know, it really speeds up the game. It's important to be able to, you know, continue to stretch the defense. And you can't set your big in the lane. They have to come out. So I think that's made the biggest change in what we're seeing the game being played as today.
Jackson can't get it to go.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release, a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Yeah, the focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
Here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. On the take. Lays it up and banks it in.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Inside. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And with KD, there's just not a spot on the floor where once he gets it, you don't feel like he's confident and comfortable to score. Tonight, inflicting some serious pain.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Bledsoe, he's checked in for the Clippers. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're in 5th place, right in the middle of the conference. Still time to improve that positioning.
When I look at the Clippers, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Well, some time now has passed since the WNBA bubble, Candace. Looking back at that time, what stands out the most to you?
Well, for the last 6 or 7 months, we weren't allowed to say bubble in my household. It was a unique experience, one that I am very happy to have been a part of. Just in terms of what that season meant to the WNBA, and just in sports and social justice and everything that the country was going through at the time. So to be a part of that was great, but just one time, BA, not again.
Well, the WNBA crowned a champion, and maybe most importantly, as always, a leader in the social justice movement. And it's in there.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Clippers have possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Bledsoe for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Durant. He's got 13. And it's Durant with the finish.
That's some nifty ball handling by Durant there, but also extremely effective.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Now here's George. Defense is right there. Bledsoe, the pass to Ibaka. Jackson against Harden. Back to Ibaka. Here's Bledsoe. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Now here's Mills. And he also played really well in the win against the Lakers.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
George outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Paul George on the inside, comfortable knowing where he can get to, just tries to find a sliver of room in order to get that shot off.
Aldridge. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
And it stifled him.
So for the Clippers, Batum is checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for George. And it's Kennard in for Jackson. Harden, the pass to Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
And an end. And a lot of great basketball talent in the pipeline, both for the NBA and the WNBA. So, Candace, what players in the women's game do you see coming in and having a huge impact?
Well, you got to start first with the impact that Breanna Stewart has had in the WNBA. You're going to see more of those forward, versatile players that are coming in. You're going to see more of the big guards, those guards that have the skills. And you're seeing that in the NBA. It's becoming positionless. And when everybody's able to do everything, it makes for an exciting game for the fans.
Yeah, no doubt. 6 on the shot clock. Harden, good.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Kennard outside. Pass to Mann. Bledsoe outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Mann. 11 points for him last game against Denver.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Harden finds Durant. There's the drive. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. Durant's got 20 points.
How about that? On the offensive glass, KD anticipating where the ball was going and then uses his length to track it down.
1:21 left to play in the first. Bledsoe can't get it to go.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Here's Bledsoe following the bucket by the Nets. On target from range. He's got 7.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Durant. With the drive. And Durant with the big finish.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Kennard outside. Defended by Griffin. Griffin pulls down the board. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
And the Clippers have possession. The Nets making their last shot. Now here's Bledsoe. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Denver.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end is simply sublime.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. 1 second left. The shot comes out. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Hey, guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
It also feels like they just got into a great rhythm from the three-point line right away in the game.
Well, Candace, this is now the second consecutive season that has not been a traditional off-season. Not quite as short of a recovery time as from the bubble, but still 3 months from the end to the beginning of the next season. That's not a lot of time to get it going again.
It's not a lot of time, but you have guys that will learn from past years. You know, basketball now is a year-round sport. You're going to have to continue to take care of your body. That's your investment. That's the way that you get out there and play. So I think you're going to see more guys not necessarily taking complete time off, but still getting in the weight room and working on their bodies.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin out there with James Johnson. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Javon Carter. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Bledsoe. After the basket by Brooklyn. And we played through the first minute here in the second. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Clippers.
And you see the confidence, not shy at all about rising up from mid-range.
Harden, the pass to Griffin. It's hauled in by the Clippers. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them.
Tough to match up with Eric Bledsoe. He's incredible at slicing up the D, especially using the bounce.
Outside Johnson. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 7 assists in the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh.
Here's Batum. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kennard outside. To the left side wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Well, you think about how important bench play is in the modern game. Candace, how big of a boost is it for a starter when the bench plays well?
When the bench comes in and raises the level of play, it definitely makes your job easier. When you have a bench that you can depend on, a team that plays against the starters constantly in practice to make them better, it just makes the overall team and the energy go up.
Certainly add to the depth and buy some quality rest.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Kennard against Carter. Pass to Griffin. And Bledsoe pulls it down. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Harden. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. With some arc, and it's good on the lay-in. Harden's gotten 4 this quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Bledsoe. And the layup is good off the glass.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. Easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
Now here's Carter. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Harden misses. Bledsoe with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Griffin outside. Pass to Johnson. Doesn't go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here's Bledsoe. 10 points for him. Driving to the basket. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Harden. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now. Here's Bledsoe. He's got 12. Kennard outside. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Carter. And now the Nets on the break. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 here already in the game. The Clippers have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. Pass to Kennard. Over to the left wing. Here's Batum. No luck on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Well, Candace, one area where the WNBA has dominated the NBA, free throw percentage.
Yes, you know, I think that it definitely comes down to our bigs being able to stretch the floor. I don't know whether that has anything to do with playing overseas, but practiced a lot of free throws during our career.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Johnson. Bembry, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Mills in for Carter. Pass to Jackson. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Terrence Mann gets the assist.
Brooklyn has gotten 7 of 8 3-pointers to go in this game. Harden against Zubac. And it's Harden penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Things are really going Harden's way. When he's on a roll, his shooting ability just explodes.
Jackson outside. The floater. Rebounded by the Nets. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Mills. And rejected. Jackson outside. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Mills. And that one's good. Man.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
The Nets shooting has been incredible. 72%. Harden, the pass to Aldridge. Now Harden. Driving in. Stripped away. Pass to George. Takes one from 10 feet. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And a slam dunk by Millsap.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
Los Angeles has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Harden against Jackson. Down low. Here's Zubac. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Zubac has got his second basket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Millsap. Inside. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge with the slam.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Now here's Jackson. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, we settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And for the Clippers, their shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Brooklyn has gotten 7 of 8 3-pointers to go in this game. Harden against Jackson. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Goes back up. Tipped. George with it. He has 6. Pass to Zubac. And it's LaMarcus Aldridge with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Durant, he's checked in for Millsap.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Kevin Durant.
Brooklyn on D. 11-point game. And here's George. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And the three-pointer goes.
Well, Harden will do this all day if the defense lets him. His efficiency from the arc can be devastating.
Now George. Back to Jackson. Jack's up with 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Jackson's got 9.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Well,
and the Clippers hit again from deep.
Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Harden, pass to Durant. 4.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Jackson. And Harden with the block. Well, Candace, thanks so much for joining us and sharing your insights into the game.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
To the inside, Aldridge. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 10 points for him.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Jackson, the pass to George. Knocks down the
big-time shot there.
Pass to Durant. Over Ibaka. Outside Mills. Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. George drives in, and George with the jam.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Outside Mills. Pass to Harden. There's 18 seconds left in the second. Yep, that one goes.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Aldridge has got 12 points in the game.
More points coming from inside.